welcome to another episode of First Grade Math with Professor Primary. My name is Dorcia Reed and I'm an instructional coach at St. Lucie Elementary. Today we're going to continue with our study of time. The last episode we practiced telling time to the hour, and today we're going to practice telling time to the half hour. Before we begin, I need you to just look around your house and get some material. If you have any paper plates or a regular small plate, you could grab that, a pencil and a piece of paper. While you're getting that, I am going to let you listen to my favorite song from Jack Hartman about telling time.
When I say the time, you stop. If you're at the time, you say hip hop, hip hop. Then the time on the clock. Hip hop, around the clock. Hip hop, around the clock. Now the time is 8 o'clock.
Boys and girls, that should have given you enough time to gather some materials. The reason why I wanted you to gather those materials, if you have a paper plate, even if you don't have it now, but after we're finished today, you can get a paper plate and you could create your own clock that you could practice telling time with. For your hands or your clock, you could get a Q-tip. You could take one that's long, and then you could have mom or dad cut one that's smaller, and then those can be your hands to your clock. So just like that, and you can go ahead and practice telling time. Also, if you have a plate like this could be like a little dry erase board. So I can go ahead and label that. So I would have my 12 here, my 6 here. I go ahead and put my 3 and then my 9. The reason why I'm doing that is just so that I have my numbers spaced out and they're not too close together. So here we go. Then I have my 1, my 2, 3, I have there, 4, I put my 5 here, 6, 7, 8, 9 is there, 10, and 11. So if we were supposed to tell the time on this clock, and let's practice one that we already did, one of our focus on the last time. So let's do 4 o'clock. So I would have my hour hand, which is my shorter hand, will go directly on the 4, and my minute hand would go on the 12, and then that is 4 o'clock. Let me show you on Judy here so we get a bigger picture. So look, my hour hand for 4 o'clock, my minute hand will be there. My hour hand is going to go all the way here to the 4. My minute hand is here. So when I read my time, I'll go 4 o'clock. Remember, anytime it's on the 12, the minute hand is on the 12, we say o'clock. Now let's do another example. If I was supposed to move my hour hand here, then that would be 6 o'clock. And let's move my hour hand here. What time would that be, boys and girls? Oh, yes, I heard you. It would definitely be 7 o'clock. Today, our focus is going to be telling time to the half hour using our analog clock. But I just remember that first grade just finished studying fractions, and we have a connection. So this is my entire clock. When I divide it into 2, I have 2 halves. So if the clock is 60 minutes, the entire clock, 60 minutes make an hour. So over here, if I go all the way around, so let's go ahead and fill our numbers in. So this would be 12, this would be 6, this would be 3 and 9, and then I go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7, 8, I put too much space there, but that's okay, 9, 10, and 11. I have an entire half of the clock over here, and if I shade that half, and this is another half, let me use a different color for that. That would be, so I have 30 minutes here, so this is 30 minutes, and this is 30 minutes. When I put those 30 minutes together, I get 60 minutes. But today we're gonna practice just looking at telling time to the half past the hour. So here, this would be 30 because we're counting by 5. So remember, we count by 5. So we go 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. So if we're going to do half past, we're going to focus on that. So we're going to go ahead and practice with our Judy clock. I just wanted to connect that fractions with you today. So let's use our Judy clock and let's practice some half past. Now, it's very important to remember that when you're doing time to the half past the hour, boys and girls, there's some things that I need you to know. First of all, the placement of your minute hand. Your minute hand is going to be on the 6. Do you remember what number the 6 represents? It represents 30 minutes or half past whatever the hour hand is on. So if I was going to do 1:30 or half past 1, I am going to have my minute hand here, but I have to be very careful about my hour hand. My hour hand needs to be in between those two numbers. I cannot have it directly on the 1 because it's past. It's half past, and half past is right in between the two numbers. So that is 1:30. That 1:30. What if I wanted to do 2:30? Do I need to move my minute hand? Absolutely not. I don't need to move it because my minute hand is just going to stay right here. I need to move my hour hand. 2:30. I need to be half past 2. So I'm going to go, and it's right in between. So that would be 2:30. What if I wanted to do 3:30? Let's see. I would take my hour hand, and I need to move it past, half past. There we go. So right there. Half past 3, or another way to say that is 3:30, boys and girls. So now that we have a little bit of practice on Judy, let's go over here. I have some problems here for you. So if you had an opportunity to draw your clocks or have your paper plate, or if you have a plate like this and a dry erase marker, you can practice with me. So the first time I have here is 9:30. How would I actually draw my hands on the clock? So I'm looking, I know where my minute hand is going to be. You remember? It is going to be on the 6 because that represents 30 minutes. So let me go ahead and draw my minute hand because I know where that's going to be, and I know that it's going to be on the 6. So that is 30 minutes or half past, and here I go. And I said 3:30. So there, and I'm going to make sure that my my hour hand needs to be shorter. Make sure it's shorter. All right, so that is, I did 3:30. Oh my goodness, what did I do wrong, boys and girls? I had a 9 here, but then I did 3:30, but that's okay. I could just go ahead and I could change that right away, and I'll just do 3:30. So that's an easy fix. Okay, let's go ahead and let's try another one. I need you to tell me a time. What time do you want me to show? Oh, I heard someone say 5:30. Okay, so we're going to do 5:30, and we're going to do it on this clock here. So I'm going to make sure I don't forget what time I'm supposed to do. So I'm going to put 5:30 here. And let's go ahead and draw our hands. Are you ready? I'm going to draw my minute hand. And my minute hand is going to be on the 6. Very good. Where is my hour hand going to be? 5:30. So am I going to be here or am I going to be in between? You are absolutely right. My hour hand is going to be pointing between the numbers. Between. Very good. All right, boys and girls. All right, so let's go back and just review some key components before we close out for today. All right, so with our Judy clock, remember that when you're doing half past, that your minute hand, which is the longer hand, is directly on the 6, which represents 30 minutes. Your hour hand is not going to be pointing directly on the number. It's going to be between because you're going to the next hour. You're almost there. So just remember that, boys and girls. Remember, minute hand is on the 6, which represent 30 minutes. And your hour hand is going to be between the two numbers because you're halfway going to the next hour. Very good. Let's conclude with some review for today. I am going to get my cup with my names, boys and girls, so get ready. So here are our review questions. Which hand on the clock is the hour hand? Let's see who's going to get this question today. Oh, Janicia, do you know? I hear you out there, Janicia. Are you ready? Oh, Janicia said that the hour hand is the shorter hand. Very good, Janicia. You were listening to Mrs. Reed. Our next question is, which hand on the clock is the minute hand? This is going to go to, let's see, this is going to go to Brantley. Brantley, which hand is the minute hand? Oh, Brantley. Oh, I heard you. You said it is the long hand. Very good, Brantley. And there are 2 questions left. And the question is, what type of clock is this? I didn't pick someone. I thought I heard someone shout it out, but they're waiting. Jose, what type of clock is this? Oh, this is an analog clock. Absolutely, Jose, you did a wonderful job. And our last one, I have a clock over here that we're not really consider. This one we talked about the last time. What kind of clock is this clock? Let's see. This one goes to James. James, what kind of clock is this? Oh, I heard you, James. You said it is a digital clock. You are absolutely right. Boys and girls, we had a wonderful time reviewing and also learning how to tell time to the half an hour today. You did a wonderful job. I will tune in next time with Professor Primary as we'll continue learning about time. Have a wonderful day.